If someone tells you not to visit Hampi, just ask them, are you okay? Or you're allergic to everything good in life? Because Hampi is not just a trip, it's like someone pressed pause on history and you casually walked in. Hi, I am Anjali, and last year I visited Hampi. And honestly, everything feels like a story. So I thought, why not tell you mine? My first thought, wait, is this India? Or did I accidentally walk into the Game of Thrones set? Huge rocks everywhere, temples peeking out of them, and not a single Starbucks in sight. Truly shocking. The Virupaksha temple is like that one elder relative, old, grand, and somehow still running the show. The bazaar street, once full of traders, now full of me. Then the stone chariot. People say it doesn't move, but honestly, it moves. Your camera roll count. Because you have to click it from every single angle. Guilty. I took like hundreds of photos of the same chariot. Zero regrets. Then there's the river. And there are those coracle boats. Basically, a giant basket pretending to be the boat. Spun around like a washing machine. And the boulders, whosoever placed them, clearly is having a sense of humor. Like massive rocks balancing on one tiny one. Nature really went, will it fall, will it not? Tune in next century to find out. What makes Hampi special isn't just the history, it's the vibe. You've got ruins that look cinematic, sunset that looks photoshopped, and monkeys that will happily run away with your snacks if you're not careful. Honestly, they own the place more than we do. And me, I was just a tourist pretending to be deep while sweating like crazy in 35 degrees. So yeah, Hampi, a mix of history, chaos, and unintentional beauty. If time travel was real, it would exactly look like this. Would I go back again? Absolutely. With more sunscreens and fewer snack packets. Because monkeys. Outside is Hampi Bazaar. Once filled with gold and silk, now filled with me. Sweating, bargaining for coconut water. Same energy, different currency. Then the iconic Vittala temple, home of the stone chariot. We also went to Anjanadri Hills, believed to be Hanumanji's birthplace. Standing there, you can actually imagine the scenes from the Ramayana, what would have happened, where Hanumanji would have went, and everything there. We also visited places tied to the legends, like Shabri, who waited her whole life waiting for Lord Rama to have her berries. Standing there, I thought, wow, patience. I remember the story my grandmother used to tell me when I was very little. And there, I could imagine every single thing. Hampi isn't just history, it's mythology everywhere. We went to spots linked with Bali and Sugriev's story. Those rocks have seen brothers fight, kings fall, and me trip over my shoelaces. So that was my Hampi. And every corner has a story. Or a monkey waiting for you to steal your snacks. Would I go again? Definitely. This time with more stamina and fewer packet of chips. And if someone tells you not to go Hampi, just smile and leave them behind. Bye.